I am a news producer. I currently work for one of the big networks, and I live in Atlanta, but I've moved around a lot. I'm originally from Philly, and I kind of took that East Coast thing to heart. So I've been slowly making my way back from Phoenix to the East Coast after my family moved there. Went to college at Baylor in Texas. Loved living the Southern ranch style life. Then moved to Florida, so I got some beach in there as well. Working in local news first. So I spent about 5 years in local news. I've just been working for our international division ever since. I work, my normal hours are like 8 to 6 every day.
Wow. Okay.
8 p.m. to 6 a.m. So but I have a 4-day work week, which is nice. So that kind of makes up for it. So I'm just kind of trying to constantly find the balance, of like living a normal-ish life on those weird hours and exploring Atlanta and spending time with family and friends. And yeah, one day we'll maybe work some dating into there. But
Yes.
for now, it's just those. That's plenty to keep me busy. It's
Yes.
finding the balance. And my friends all think I'm crazy for loving it here so much, but it truly is a very like unique space to live in. Um, Especially as someone who like is constantly inundated with like social issues and like life issues and stuff like that, and like historical context. It's just a unique place to be present in that for. Main life lesson that I've learned from this is like I only take away from my work what is important.
Hmm.
Everything else, like it's always a new day. So I like leave a
Yep.
lot of like I have to leave the mistakes behind, because
Yes.
if I hyperfixate on like the mistakes from yesterday, I'm not going to be able to do the show today. I think that that's really helped me become a more grounded person, like in my personal life, because I don't have time to like focus on random stuff that isn't important. I have to focus on what matters, and what matters is moving forward. So yeah, so a lot of times I feel like I'm more well positioned to handle a lot of these high stakes feeling experiences that we have with the current culture
Hmm.
that we're in because of my job.
Definitely.
Um, Even though I'm inundated with it all the time. It's like I have the tools to like figure out what I need to hold on to and what I need to let go of.
Do you think you'll see yourself in this role for a long time, you think?
I see myself in news for the
Hmm.
foreseeable future. I would really love to get more hands-on on the editorial side of things. So
Hmm.
like get more involved in story producing or like writing, or my dream was always to be a field producer. So I still would love to pursue that and kind of go out on assignment, and instead of focusing on a whole show of stories, be focused on one story. So yeah.
Wow. That's powerful. Wow. And inspiring too, truly.
Hey, you inspire me as well. I feel like you're in such a different phase of life that like it to me is so unimaginable, that I feel like people highlight careers, but people don't highlight motherhood.
Did you go into more of the journalism route?
The main thing was not wanting to do math. I was sat down by my counselor and they're like, okay, you have to take statistics if you want to keep being a psych major. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. So I was like, why don't I was rewatching Gilmore Girls, and I was like, why don't I try out journalism? And I stumbled into a journalism program that was about to get the biggest story it had had in a decade, monumental proportions within the NCAA world. And so like it was very much one of those moments where like from the get-go, I got to see both the fun and like the thrill of it, but also the gravity of it. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think having that full picture really made me want to stick with it. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people who got into it before or after that didn't truly get to like um, experience something so heavy. I mean, I think it's important if you're going to go into journalism to
Mm-hmm.
experience how heavy it can be sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
of like and how real it can be. It was a fundamental part of my experience, and it's helped me so much more than I think I ever could have thought, because like the content of the things that I see on a daily basis is just like insane. So I think having that experience early on and understanding how heavy it can get early on, which I think as women, it's something we kind of innately know. But at the
Yes.
same time, it's not tangible until it is. And so I think having it be tangible so early on in my career was really helpful for me. And it's helped me build up a tolerance to some of the more brutal things that I have
Mm.
to witness. There are a lot of days in which I come home and like we were talking about earlier, I have to work really, really hard to find the balance. That's
Yeah.
like when I'm not focused on work, I'm focused on finding the balance.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for doing this.
Well, thank you for having the idea to do it. I think having these conversations is amazing, and I love making connections, like you said, and revisiting connections that we have had in the
Yeah.
past. And yeah, now we can chat and catch up and find out how everybody's doing on a more regular basis in their
Basis.
school.
Yes.